This is the next in a series of video vignettes, short videos about financial blessing, prospering in any times. Because as one of my mentors said, wealth never goes away, it just changes locations. Can we always be in the place where God is pouring out His provision? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. A critical component to that, in my mind, is accepting the blessing of Abraham. I was influenced by a man in the early 90s when I was just coming out of legalism into being open to the gifts and all that God has for us. And he preached, I remember 3 messages that just totally rattled my cage and changed my life forever in the best of ways. One was preaching about the blessing of Abraham. He preached about the fact that Jesus died so that the blessing of Abraham could come upon the Gentiles too. I'm a Gentile. I love Judaism. I love Hebraic things. I study Hebrew every day as I read the Old Testament. I love it. I love some of the concepts that our founding church fathers built the New Testament Church of Jesus Christ on because they were Hebrews. Yeah. Okay. And one of the things that I love is the study of Abraham. Wow. The grandson or great-grandson of Aber, which is Hebrew, which is the first, Abraham was the first Hebrew, first one called biblically a Hebrew. He was the he was the grandson or great-grandson of Aber, which, if you understand Hebrew, was Heber, Hebrew. So Abraham got it, what's the word? He got it honestly, naturally. He is the original Hebrew, and boy, did God bless him. Wow. I mean, God just blessed him. Abraham was in Ur of the Chaldees with his family, in a place of wealth, and God said, Abraham, I want you to leave here and go. Abraham said, where are we going? I'll show you. I'll show you when we get there. I'll show you as you go, step by step. And Abraham stepped out in faith. Wow. Just being reminded of a decision my wife and I made 2 years ago based on this. A faith move. We heard God say, sell your house. Where are we going? I'll show you when it's time. It was that kind of a thing. Man, so rich. So precious. The presence, the guiding of the Lord. Abraham left Ur of the Chaldees and went to a place God would show him. God did. And it wasn't necessarily the best of places. His nephew Lot, who he took with him from Ur of the Chaldees, chose a better place, the well-watered plains of Sodom and Gomorrah. And we know what happened there. Abraham chose Canaan, very likely a desolate land at the time. And God blessed him and prospered him, and he lacked for nothing. And he handed that inheritance down not only to his son Isaac and his grandson Jacob, who became Israel, but to all of Israel after him. And then Jesus said, I want this for everybody. So I'm going to become a curse by hanging on a tree so that the blessing of Abraham can come on everybody that will receive the sacrifice I made. Have you accepted the blessing of Abraham in your life? I did in 1993 when Charles Carrin spoke that message, and it totally changed my life financially. I won't get into the details, but I was destitute financially at the time. And I am not a rich man by the world's standards, but boy, I've never gone without. I've always had more than enough to do what God called me to do since that day in 1993. The blessing of Abraham, what an amazing thing. Would you spend some time with the Father asking Him if you have properly received, accepted the blessing of Abraham in your life? And then that means there's a change in our words. We quit belly aching about things that seek to limit our prosperity and start praising, because Yahweh is Roy, and there is more than enough for everything we need. Shalom to you.